Alright, big brother. We all done here. I was gonna charge you 20 bucks to fix the preamp there. I pretty much had to remove it and gut it and everything, and there's your bad relay. But guess what, man? Hated you had to wait this long for this thing, man, and plus it's technically under warranty still in a sense. But guess what, Big Dog 911, I did it for you for free. What you think about that, big brother? Went ahead and replaced your LED up here up front. You got blue now. Invert circuit still working fine. Preamp's working fine. Both switches are off. Preamp on. You hear it engaging? Just perfect, brother. Oh, yeah. All right, man. She's done. We get the top put back on here. God, look at all that dust, man. I guess I'll try to wipe this down for you a little bit. I don't know where you run this amp at, brother, but this thing's pretty dusty every time it gets here. Or you just probably use it so much you leave that joker on all the time. Alright, man. She's back up to life again. Was this third, fourth time? Run her with care. Big Dog 911. We'll see you. Bye-bye. Oh, yeah. Your puppy dog finger came off, man. And that other one looks like it's about to come off. I guess I'll try to get that put back on for you too. Alright, I'm gone, man. I'm out of here, bro. Mr. Big Dog 911. The man with the big beam. The man with the big hammer. The man with the Teflon Toshibas. The big 911. Big doggy dog cruising out there on the high side with that big monster beam. Well, here's the old 3-pill snowman. I think this is the third or fourth time of me working on it because you keep blowing it, big brother. Well, for one thing, the amp is pretty hot, man. And this is the third time I believe we've replaced this 1446, and it's still putting out 150 watts. So I come to find out it ain't the pill, it's just the circuit's just great. It's just good. It's just good. Sometimes it's just like that. Normally I'll get about 100, 110, 120 out of a single 1446, but everything just came together good enough for it to be that may be kind of loud. I'm going to press pause. Listen to a little bit of Art Bell over here, man. But anyway, I'm going to take a little bit more measures, and we're going to add you a little snubbing capacitor. A little attenuating resistor to back this driver down a little bit when you're running it in the 3-pill section. And hopefully it'll back it down to about 100 watts to where 1446 normally would be doing. But anyway, just to show you. Now my radio is not as strong as it was the last times I worked on it. I got a different radio now. It's only doing about 3 watts RMS instead of 4. And it's doing a little bit less peak. Alright. After repair, here's your 1-pill. Let me unplug my phone here. Alright, we got the 500 watt slug, PEP. I need to clean my bird meters, man. Starting to look a little messy. And also, I see this LED's out again right here. Good God, man. Them purple LEDs are just going out. I think I may just replace that one to a white one for you or something, man. I guess those LEDs just don't last long. Anyway, here's the 1-pill section. Looking at the middle scale, 500 watt slug. Oh, I mean, how is that possible? The dang thing is doing like 160. Oh, God almighty, man. 180 watts. 160, 175 watts. I have never seen a 1-pill 1446 do that much. It just blows my mind. It's just something about the circuit, man. It's just perfectly tuned. Oh, I mean, take a look at the input reflect. Now keep in mind, this is a staged amp, so since the 2-pill section is turned off, it is flowing through all the coax, going through the 2-pill relay, flowing through it. 5 watt slug in reverse. I mean, just got lucky, man. That's all I can say. The tune turned out very well. That's too much drive, man. It really is. For one thing, I've already turned this power supply off and tripped it once. So this thing's pulling more current than even that little thing can handle. Usually a 5-pill to turn that thing off. Anyway, here's the 2-pill section by itself. Right there, about 300 watts. Here's both. And the corner. This thing's kicking butt, man. But look, I know you like all this big power, big brother. Oh yeah. RMS with both 1,000 watt slug, RMS bottom scale. About 240. Put it on a little bit bigger power supply that can handle it. It'd be doing over 300. I'm gonna go ahead and put this 75 ohm resistor. Brother, I know it's probably gonna be doing a little bit less power than you used to. Let's just take some drastic measures to keep this thing living a little bit longer this time, okay? Alright, so I'm gonna throw that to ground and hopefully this will back it down a little bit. So I'll be back and we'll see what it's doing after I add that. Alright, now check it out. So we have this 75 ohm going to ground now. Alright, so now this is an L circuit in conjunction with the 22 ohm resistor and the variable. So now this variable is going to have a lot more control over turning this thing down for you, okay? Alright, with it all the way up, it dropped about 30 watts, I think. That's about 140. So actually we dropped about 40 watts. But now watch this, I'm going to start creeping it down a little bit. Almost 100. Right there at 100. A little bit over 50. About 30. All the way down. Nothing. So you got more control over it now. Now adding this 75 ohm resistor, it did bump the input reflect up just a tad bit, but as soon as you turn the variable down, it kind of corrects itself. Alright, so you turn it down just a tad bit, and it drops. But it's still purely acceptable. It's just about a 1/4 watt input reflect. Still purely acceptable. Alright. Now that's just on the 1-pill section, of course. Now we'll put both sections on. It's still doing 500 watts, but now you're going to have a little bit more control. About 400. 350. 300. And so on. So that's the good thing about these variables right here, man. They're all, I have yet blown one. I love them. Actually, here in about a week, I'm gonna go ahead and just purchase the rest that this guy has, and they're great. They're way more durable than the normal variables you see people using. They're Russian made, man. So that gives you a little bit more attenuation. I honestly could probably drop it down a little bit more, maybe even a 50 ohm. See, when you go into shunt at the ground like that, the lower you go, the more it's a resistance you're putting on it. So it's the opposite of having one in series. Normally on amps like this, I'll throw a 47 ohm resistor in series right here where you see the 22. But hopefully this will help a little bit. But just be careful, bro. This amp's hot, man. Thing's doing 500 watts still. Well, as you saw it hit the corner earlier on high, it's obviously doing more than 500. It's probably doing about 550, 600 or so, but she's fixed, man. I'm gonna check this tend to this LED up in the front, and I'm also gonna check this preamp out. Sounds like the relay's not engaging for some reason. All right, bud. We'll be back. All right, Mr. Big Dog, here's your Tramp. Yep, you've overdrove it again, brother. And was it the third, fourth time this thing's been here? This time, man, I'm just going to go ahead and put some decent padding on here, man. And at this point, it's time just to protect this amp, man. You know, I mean, come on. I've got two, what is that? 4.7s or 10 ohms right here. They're almost blown. I mean, it shows you it's just a lot of power coming and flowing through there out that one pill section. I mean, I might as well just not put no resistors on there at all. Feedback circuits look a little brown. Whenever you see these 10 ohms blown, you pop the pill, you pop the driver, and you pop this one right here. I think this is the second or third time you doing that, big brother. Driving the piss out of these things, man. I tell you what, I'd run just a 2 pill. Run the 3 pill if you got your radio cut way down. Way down. Alright, we got your replacements right here. Pretty high gain, you got lucky. Staged a little 3 pill. If this right here wasn't a 5 watt resistor, I guarantee you that would be blown or very, very charred. Alright, man, let's get these 10 ohms removed. And good God almighty.